After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw, and a good quick first down as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play in this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Gates, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Mahomes will throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Play action. Now Richardson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third down and 1. Richardson looking to throw this. Work in the middle of it. And Andrews lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Still going. Inside the 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he is in to make it 16-0. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a two-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The field, here comes Los Angeles.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
From the 21, here's second down and 7.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
And they'll come up second and 7. There, Richardson back to throw it.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Richardson looking to throw.
Is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, but it'll be second. Down. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Flush to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Devin Hester, 33 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'd be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions. And now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Richardson.
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Gates has it over the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Oh, what a catch by Smith. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third. Down conversion.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the taking it right down Broadway. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
They're going to try and run. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on 2-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. So a big play there, not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know what's funny? They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The LA offense ready for this next possession.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One last shot for Richardson.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another chance.